Today we are going to make a water pie. This is from a Great Depression recipe. Basic ingredients, because back in the day they used what they had on hand. So we have our butter, our sugar, flour, water, and our homemade vanilla. They would have used a homemade pie crust, but today I am using a store-bought pie crust. This is going to be a super simple recipe. You're going to want to preheat your oven at 400s. This recipe is going to give you a pie that is basically the filling of a pecan pie without the pecans, because even today pecans are really expensive. So I can see why they would just forego the pecans altogether if you can still get that texture and the sweetness. You're going to pour 1.5 cups of water in your pie crust. In a separate bowl, you're going to pour 1 cup of sugar and 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And you're going to stir that around. You're going to kind of sift it together. Move this a little bit. Now our mixture of flour and sugar are combined. We are going to sprinkle it into our water. And I will put the recipe in the description. This would be a great pie to bring to Thanksgiving dinner. It's a different pie. If you told someone that you were bringing a water pie to a function, they probably would look at you crazy. Next, we are going to take our 2 teaspoons of vanilla and drizzle the vanilla in the water. Doesn't seem like a lot, but I know vanilla goes a long way. This is homemade vanilla. I did not make it, but it is easy to make. It was a gift a few years ago, and we just keep refilling it. Vanilla is just vanilla bean and vodka, and let it sit for 6 months. Next, we're going to take our 5 tablespoons of butter. I've already cut them in 5 pieces, and we're just going to put them in our pie. And I would suggest real butter, not margarine. This is going to go in the oven at 400 for 30 minutes. I'm going to check it, make sure the sides are not brown and burning. And then I'm going to reduce the heat to 375 for an additional 30 minutes. And when you get it out, it is going to be kind of watery. So you do want to have a baking dish underneath it to catch any kind of water. This is the water pie after 30 minutes on 400. As you can see, it is bubbly and getting caramelized, and now we're going to turn it to 375 for an additional 30 minutes, and I highly recommend a baking sheet underneath your pie, because as you can see, we have a good bit of spillage, and if we did not have that, that would be at the bottom of my oven. Our water pie is now out of the oven. It looks really good. I'm gonna let it sit here and cool for a little bit. The crust looks good. It smells amazing. It smells like pecan pie. The filling resembles a pecan pie filling without the pecans, as I said earlier. So I'm gonna let this sit here and cool, and I will be back and we will do a taste test. Now our pie is out of the refrigerator, and this is only sugar, flour, and butter and vanilla, and this is what you get. And we're gonna try it.
I know it smelled fantastic while you were cooking it.
Yeah.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Like I thought it would be okay, but it's like better than okay. It's kind of like a the ooey gooey.
Yeah, the ooey gooey butter cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. So.
Good job.
I'm happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
You?
Absolutely.
Considering all that went into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not much that you really have to do, right? You didn't really have to do a lot, did you? How long did it take you to
No.
do everything?
Well, it took an hour to cook it. And like, what, 5 ingredients?
Good job.